Maria's back. I always have to mention that. Welcome back, Maria. You know I like Pete. I like T-Bone. But you're so much prettier than those two guys. One of my favorites. You're over with me, Maria. Psycho Simon comes out. I love it. He's healing up the crowd. When he's wrestling, he said, there's no rules. So our question is, they're promoting the main event coming up. Who's crazy enough to step in the ring with Psycho Simon? Well, there's a pre-tape. Backstage is Ray Sanders talking to Crazy Steve. Huh. By the way, Ray, I'm glad you're wearing a shirt. And that shirt, well, awesome. Over with me. Slaughterhouse with Ash Taylor coming out to go against the Twins of Salem. Man, I love the opening sequence of this match. It went to commercial. Eventually, Slaughterhouse took over pretty quick, and that was it. Ash Taylor saying, understand, nothing but slabs of meat. That's all everyone is, just slabs of meat, and they're just going to keep beating up slabs of meat. I think I said that right. Oh, up next, Wonder Boy. I mentioned something going weird with Jay Webb in the ring with Makari Candy during a long hug. Then last week, he was having problems with Wonder Boy hugging Makari Candy. So Jay Webb says, hey, I want a match. It ends with Webb had Wonder Boy over the ropes, choking him almost a Shinadamaki. He got DQ'd. Shocker finally came out and made the save for Wonder Boy. Webb got a hug with Candy at the end. Hit. Oh, we had a segment with me. That's right. They put the MVP over from last week. Well, I got to say it. Hit. Up next, a great video package putting over the Junior Heritage Title Tournament. Love that. Then we have Sean Harvey coming out with Oso. We had to bring Colton Cage out and also tried to buy the win for Vashawn Harvey up to $1,000. And finally, Colton Cage said, hell no, and he punched Harvey. Next week, those two guys in the ring against each other. And who's going to be the number one contender? By the way, hit. We had triple threat. CJ Blaine, Kale, and main event Bradley. Perfect psychology, folks. CJ Money and Mama Money comes out. We had a cutter from main event Bradley. They interfered. CJ Money and Mama did. So CJ Blaine out. A cutter on Kale. And a stroke for the win. Your number one contender. Main event Bradley. King Cobra. Backstage. He's tired of it. With a new little announcer there. He made it official. Next week, Business Dogs against the LA Hustlers. Two of my favorite teams. CJ Blaine did a promo and he said he's just simply tired of the crap. Okay? CJ Money and Mama Money, he's tired of the crap. But guess what? If she wants to come to the ring, if she wants to wrestle, guess what? CJ Blaine has a partner or someone to watch his back against CJ Money. Who is that? Up next, LA Hustlers come out. Well, speaking of help, they said they got to get help because Zaya Wolf's out there interfering all the time. And they bring out their uncle. He called them his nephews, Reggie B. Fine. That's right. Memphis legend Reggie B. Fine walks out on TV. Easily caused somebody low budget. And then he said, looking at Maria, is that your wife? He told her to get rid of that chicken dinner and go with the winner. Reggie B. Fine. And then a hit. And in the main event, no rules, Memphis Heritage title match. Man, it was all over the place. Crazy brawl. Simon used a tennis racket. They even put over Cornette on that one. Crazy Steve sent Simon into the steel chair. By the way, who was crazy enough? It was Crazy Steve. A few times used the steel chair on him. Steve brought out a table. Steve stabbed Simon with a fork in Dustin said the gut, but I think it might have been a little lower. Steve was on the table. Simon jumped off the ring apron. The winner, Psycho Simon, and still your champion. Hits. That was the hits for week 226.